Megaport is a company that started 12 years ago in Australia as the way to connect between data centers. Today, they are experts at simplifying complex networks worldwide, and that's just the beginning. So let's meet Michael Reid, CEO at Megaport, who's here to tell us about what they're up to and what's next. Hi, Michael. Welcome to this special AI edition of Tech Impact.
Thanks for having us. Yeah, really excited to be here.
Likewise, tell us about the journey you're on.
It's been a journey. 12 years old. We were founded in this small country in Australia. You may have heard of us. And so we were solving a customer problem where a customer needed to connect from a data center to a cloud. Really simple when AWS first came to be. And we built this fabric or this network that automated that process. So incredibly high speed, and in 60 seconds you could connect to the cloud. And then AWS realized how beneficial this was and sort of dragged us to the United States. And since then, we're now in 26 different countries around the world with 1,000 different data centers that we actually physically live inside of. And we've stitched all of those data centers in effect together so that enterprise customers, again in 60 seconds, can connect anywhere at incredibly high speed, 100 gig almost everywhere across the world.
That's fascinating. And how are customers buying network capacity today and historically, and how will you flip the script at Megaport?
We've certainly been disrupting that space since we came to be. Most recently, we've disrupted it at a rate of knots, particularly with AI exploding as well. But if you've ever experienced buying from a traditional telco, firstly, telcos are different in every single country. There's no one telco globally. Every country has their own telco. And that's a historical piece from actual copper days. And so you'll experience, if you need to get a connection, it takes time to find the right person. You basically negotiate a deal, you sign up a contract, and that will be for that particular connection. And then you realize you need a redundant connection, so you find another telco and you do the same thing in that country. And then you do the same for every country that you're in. So if you think of a lot of the global companies who are in all these different countries around the world, you could end up in effect with 26 different countries, maybe 40 something different carrier contracts just to go and deliver that. And it takes time to get that delivered.
Amazing. And you have so many global enterprises using you today. Maybe talk about a few of them and how you're working with them exactly.
Yeah, so if there was such a thing as the Fortune 3000, that would probably be where we play. We've got about 2,800 customers. Most of them are global in nature or have high speed requirements from data centers. So they either live in a data center or have a lot of cloud connectivity, and that could be from a data center to another data center or between the clouds themselves. And so all sorts of companies. We've got something like 600 financial services companies, the largest in the world, sitting across that platform. You've got companies like FedEx or Tesla. We've got a whole range of Zoom and Cisco's and you name it, pretty much across the board. There's actually no real industry that we would service. It's just anyone that needs high-speed connectivity.
Fantastic. And you have so many trends driving your adoption from cloud and multi-cloud to co-location and now AI workloads entering the mix. Tell us about that opportunity.
Yeah, so we rode the cloud wave for the last 12 years and now we're riding the next wave, which is AI. And so AI is presenting itself in a really fascinating way. It's exploding incredibly quickly. And what's happening is these AI farms or these GPU as a service companies that NVIDIA is basically sort of helping to build out and not just landing in the traditional cloud providers, They're mixing up between all of these new players. So we launched a year ago an AI exchange where we now have 36 different providers of GPU as a service. So in effect, AI as a service that you can connect to in 60 seconds, anywhere on the planet from any of our data centers at incredibly high speed to go and train whatever it is, the model that you're trying to do. It's amazing to see how fast they're building and how fast they're scaling compared to what the cloud took. They've done what the cloud's done sort of in a year, that's taken maybe them sort of 10 to 12 years to build. So it's very fast moving pace.
Well, thanks for joining. So much opportunity yet ahead of you. And thanks for joining this special AI edition of Tech Impact.
It was a pleasure.
And if you'd like to learn more, check out their website at megaport.com. That's megaport.com, or log on to techimpact.tv.